All right, there we are, a quarter of the way to Maine. I'm in Virginia, and Virginia's trails are, they so far they've been pretty flat, and they've been pretty rocky though. But this part of the trail is not rocky. But it's, I mean, when I say flat, I mean it's not, I'm not doing 6,000 feet of climbing every day. I mean, I might be doing that, but it's up and down. But like Roan Mountain, that was, shoot, I think most of Tennessee, a lot of North Carolina was above 5,000, so 5,000 feet. And I don't know how high the Smokies were. That was pretty high too. But still a lot of climbing. A lot of little ups and downs so far in Virginia. But I'm gonna try to pick up my pace because I gotta start doing more miles. I gotta start getting try to get about at least 16 a day. Otherwise, it's just gonna take too long. It's already taking too long. All right, and that's what I look like now. Nero out. All right, this is Woods Hole. It's like almost like a hippie commune. It's pretty cool. It's like being in California in the 60s or something. They have meditation here and not meditation. Well, they got massages and then they got yoga at night. And they got a breakfast and dinner, and you just make a donation, which I gave them what they said it was worth because it was really good. Everything's homemade. They got salads for dinner, and breakfast was fresh eggs, some kind of apple crisp stuff, oatmeal, what else? All kinds of sauces and yogurt, homemade yogurt. All right, Nero out. Hello, this is Nero, and I'm just now passing, going by Pearisburg. So, but this is what I'm looking at. I had to go to Pearisburg, see all these raspberries or gooseberries or something. I mean, this green just enveloped me. Most of the trail in a lot of places is, I mean, you just got brush up against your legs all day long. It's about waist deep already. So I went from, started in Springer where it was cold and windy to just seeing a few little green sprouts, and now this green just enveloped me. I think I like hiking in the fall and winter actually better than the spring. I mean, it's nice to look at. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it. It's just so much easier to stay warm than it is to stay cool. Well, not that so much as the bugs and everything. All the worrying about bugs. But yeah, I stayed at the Holy Name Hostel last night. And it's been pretty cool because there's been a hostel every 15-20 miles. So it was nice and quiet. Except this one girl, she's a foreigner. And she kept talking about how I mean, to me it sounded like she was comparing Nazis and Russian communists to Americans, and it was like, hey, what's up? Sorry about that. Nobody watches my channel anyway, so anyway, so you know, I understand that coming from a country like that, it was probably rough, but shit, oh, excuse my language. I just get tired of hearing that stuff. God dang. I mean, I go to a hostel, I want to relax, get ready for the next day. I want to hear some political bull crap, because it doesn't matter anyway what people think. It doesn't change a damn thing. You can talk about being a liberal, left-wing, right-wing, you know, Republican, conservative, whatever. You sit there and argue, get pissed off, but what does it change? Anyway, you know, I mean, I come out to this trail to decompress and detox, but I reckon I just need to learn to just not take that stuff personal. But yeah, this is I got a 70-mile stretch before the next resupply, so I got 4 days worth of food, and that's gonna mean I'm gonna have to do every day between 14 and 20 miles to make it. In 4 days I gotta make 17 and a half miles every day to make it. This is where people get lost. See this? That's the blaze, and that's a blaze down there. I hope this thing's still rolling. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it is. And a lot of, sometimes I have done that before, but usually I try to look for a blaze. There's a blaze down there. This trail is really well blazed. People, it's really strange, because like when I did the Pinhoti Trail, it was a little different, because for one thing, the trail was just covered with blow down trees, so you know, sometimes you just had to go around the trail. Here everybody, you know, I understand you got, everybody wants to go fast because they're on a budget like me, and but it just seems like people are so concerned with how many miles everybody's doing, you know, whether they skipped a section or not, which I haven't skipped any section. I've walked the AT ever since the beginning. I've not taken any blue blazes or aqua blazes, or I did one slack pack, but, and I did feel guilty about it, but it's a 26.7 mile slack pack, and I couldn't pass it up because I thought that I would get ahead, but it actually really slowed me down because I pushed so hard that day. And I walked from 8 in the morning until 9:30 at night over some pretty good mountains, and I ended up, my legs just felt exhausted for 2 days, which I still hiked, but it really, when you're exhausted, when my legs are exhausted, it just really makes the day miserable. Oh, also, my ear was impacted with earwax, and that kind of sucked because I couldn't get anything to clean it out, so I tried to clean it out with Q-tips, and all that did was push it in deeper. So when I got here to Pearisburg, I went and bought a earwax cleaning kit, cleaned out my ears, left it, you know, cleaned it up, left it for in case anybody else needs it, because I'm not going to carry anything extra if I can help it. But so anyway, here's coming up on Pearisburg. This is the highway, a highway, not the highway. I'm sure there's a lot of highways. Anyway, love people, wear a mask if they ask you, and be good. Nero out. Alright, I'm showing this is, looks like a hurricane went through not long ago, because at first I thought it was a tornado, but this is too much damage for a tornado. It's been going on for like 4 miles, so this is kind of what it was like when I did the Pinhoti Trail, only it was all fresh, and it was really hard to navigate. But you can see the tops of the trees are all broken down. There's tree limbs everywhere, and you know, people have navigated around them, so it must have happened a while ago, probably last fall. I wish I would have got more footage of the Pinhoti Trail, because it was like, it was pretty rough. Trying to get through all that. There's some more. See, all the top, all the trees are gone. I don't know how long ago this happened, but when it does happen, when it's fresh, it's like almost impossible to get through. Well, it'd be scary to be up here when something like that happened, though. So I don't like being on mountains when it's stormy. But it is what it is. Alright, Nero out. Alright, so I'm at mile like 665 or something like that. And I just had my first bear encounter last night. I was going to this campsite that was close to a small water source, and I was on this real rocky section, and it was really hard to walk, and I almost fell. And so I got past that, and then I looked and I saw something move, and it was a bear maybe about twice the size of a dog. And so I was like, I yelled at it. I was like, what did I say? I said, go on, get out of here. And it just got up and looked at me. I was sitting there going like this, like, and so I was like, oh crap, it's not gonna move. And it was about maybe 20 feet from the trail, so I was like, well, screw this. And I started going backwards. I was going to go camp at this dry campsite that was about maybe 100 yards away. And I get up there, and I decided to make sure the bear wasn't going to follow me. So I get up there and I go, yo bear, I'm leaving. And as soon as I did that, I saw a bigger bear, and it was like, oh, it was close, and it was walking away. And I was like, oh, holy shit. So I was freaking out because I had a bear in front of me and one behind me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm trapped. And so I just started calling people so I could talk and make noise. And then I turned on some music, which sure enough, I turned it on and it's like Gordon Lightfoot. Just something to, maybe it would put him to sleep or something, I reckon. I don't know. But yeah, that was very exciting. I wasn't like petrified, but I was definitely nervous as hell. And so But I got to camp and there was already 3 tents there at the camp by the water, and I was like, oh, thank God there's people here. I was like, did you all see those bears back there? Like, no. And I was like, yeah. I told them the story, and I was like, oh my God. I said, so I get up this morning, they're like, well, we didn't see any bears, so I reckon you scared them off. I was like, yeah, I was screaming like a little girl scares off bears. I must have. But so anyhow, other than that, I'm about 40-50 miles from McAfee Knob and Dragon's Tooth, so that'll be neat. I'll get to get my iconic picture taken if somebody else is there, sitting on McAfee's Knob, and risk my life going down the backside of Dragon's Tooth. But oh yeah, I found out about all those trees and everything. They said it was an ice storm went through this winter. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I'm glad I wasn't up here when it happened. That looked hellish. Anyway, this is what I'm looking at hiking. So I'm gonna sign out because I need to watch the trail. I don't want to fall down. All right, Nero out. All right, this is the ledge next to Dragon's Tooth. I don't know what mountain that is. Anyway, it rained all day yesterday. And the next thing you'll see is Dragon Tooth, and then I'll shoot a video at McAfee's Knob. All right, Nero out. All right, here's Dragon's Tooth. Is it dark? Did you look at the pictures?
No, they were great.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It'll look better on a big screen, like
right.
Cast it to the TV or computer or whatever. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yep. There you go.